Yo, it's natty time, baby. Let's fucking go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the grand finale of Football Rivals, the college series. I'm Skip Lloyd, your solo play-by-play commentator, and we're coming to you live from the illustrious Superdome as number 1 Texas A&M Aggies take on the number 2 Texas Tech Red Raiders. We're here, and we're ready for a showdown of epic proportions. Today, we bear witness to more than just a football game. This is the culmination of a season filled with heart-stopping moments and fierce competition. It's the Natty, baby. And the stage is set for a clash of 2 bitter rivals. The number 1 Texas A&M Aggies and the number 2 Texas Tech Red Raiders. In the annals of college football history, few matchups will rival the intensity and significance of an interstate rivalry on the biggest stage. And tonight, under the bright lights, we're getting a coin toss. And the Red Raiders get to choose. Tonight they're decked out in a crisp white, but they lose the toss to the Aggies in crimson. Aggies are going to defer and kick off, and away we go. It's deep, and it's, of course, going to be a touchback for the Red Raiders. Led by senior quarterback Roland Williams, the Red Raiders are looking sharp in their whites, and they're about to get the ball. 1st and 10, shotgun handoff. Oh, Campbell is flattened in the backfield. On the first carry of the game, Sean Walter coming up big. And that's what you need, big-time plays from players in big-time games. This one is for all the marbles. Now going single back, under center. He drops. He's got a clean pocket, but he runs, shucking off the first tackler, and he's got a first down. Big play for big Roland Williams, who's had himself quite a season. 1,700 yards and 13 touchdowns through the air, but he's also not afraid to use those wheels. Red Raiders got a first down. 1st and 10. About the 37-yard line. Sort of a split set. Bringing a third back in. Hands it to the man from motion, and Tavarius Lane gets 5 yards on the rush. Little trickeration there, and he finds a seam right up the gut. Great run. Now, the Raiders have definitely been a little bit more of an option-oriented attack. Roland Williams certainly leads this team without a doubt. And tonight, he's in the shotgun. First down, hands it off. Campbell getting the first down to the 50. Drew Campbell with a tough 9 yards for the Red Raiders. Let's go, young man. They've got the ball spot on at the 50. Roland Williams taking the snap again out of the shotgun. Fakes the handoff to Campbell, and he's got room. He's out to the edge, down to the 40, down to the 35, and almost down to the 30-yard line with a 17-yard carry for who else? Number 17, Roland Williams. Just flashing that wrist, saying, hey, be careful, and it takes 2 men to bring him down. Keep an eye tonight. Roland Williams really keeping the Raiders in contention all year long. Hands it off, but Campbell not picking up anything. But you know, the 1-2 punch of Drew Campbell and Roland Williams, it's going to be a key factor in their offensive strategy tonight. It has to be. It's been that way all season, and that's how they need to mount an attack on offense, but the Aggies come all the way down. They've got everybody along the line here. As Williams is in the single back set, he drops back and he's got a man at the edge. Tavarius Lane, 5-yard catch on second. It's going to be 3rd and 5. Man, how great is this, huh? It's been a heck of a year for football rivals, and now we're gonna have a heck of a rivalry for a natty championship game. He chucks it deep, and oh! Antonio Spencer with the deflection. Williams not afraid to put some mustard on it on third down, going for it all. Can't convert, and they're gonna have to kick. Gets the snap, kick is up, and it's good. The Red Raiders take a 3-point lead here in the national championship game. And they kick it off, and we're gonna see the Aggies on offense, and we're gonna see a kick return. He's out to the 20, 25, shaking and baking it, 32-yard line. Ed Larson with a 31-yard return. Take a bow, young man. Big play for the Aggies, who come into this game ranked #1 in the nation, led by their redshirt freshman who hands the ball off to Johnny Hobbs. Who else? The workhorse, Johnny Hobbs. But don't count out this Red Raider #2 overall. They are led by a stout defense with that resilient offense and Roland Williams. They have dreams of glory tonight, and the Aggies are gonna see if they can exit this game the way they came into it. Ranked #1, gets the first down by dumping it to Nick Harris for 8 yards over the middle. Great catch in traffic for Nick Harris. Now keep an eye on McNamara. Like we said, he's a redshirt freshman, and his performance tonight is gonna be crucial to the Aggies' chances at winning the game and the title. He throws it to the sideline, and John Moore. Gimme John Moore. 13 yards and the first down for number 88. Now both teams do try to establish a solid running game, but this time both backs from the shotgun going out on routes, and oh! Matt Miles with the deflection there. McNamara, another young quarterback who's not afraid to sling it. And will that get him in trouble tonight? We'll have to see. There's shotgun, 2nd and 10. He's making an adjustment. About 4:48 left. He's option. He tosses it to Hobbs. Hobbs has got room outside. He's got the first down to the 30, and he's fighting men down to around the 26, 27-yard line. Johnny Hobbs benefiting from a great pitch from McNamara in this BCS National Championship game. Huh? How's that? National Championship game here. Where else? Football rivals. McNamara in the shotgun. 1st and 10. Hands it off. And he's got a little bit of room. He trucks over the first man. Eric Stevens plowing ahead. The share horse. Hobbs giving Stevens a little room here. Trying not to be a selfish runner. Taking a few spells. Oh, and McNamara, shotgun keeper. Not enough. 2 yards, just short. 3rd and 1 for the Aggies. Can the Red Raiders hold the way they were held? It's a short 3rd and 1 here. They're in the shotgun. McNamara gets the ball. He's gonna throw it, and he finds his man open, and he stiff arms him. Mike Hunter with 9 yards and the stiff arm and the first down. Mike the headhunter, what he should be called when he stiff arms like that. Unbelievable. Hobbs back in, single back, but the end in motion. Hobbs is out to the edge, fighting for it. Oh, just comes up short of the goal line. Johnny Hobbs leaking out to the flat and getting real close to the end zone. The Aggies can taste it. They want to be the first one to punch it in for a touchdown. They're lining up in a heavy formation here. Hands it to the fullback, and Ryan Hollis gets a touchdown for Texas A&M. The fullback. Gotta love a fullback run. This shows you the Aggies, they want to win the game. They don't care how they get it done. No flash, no dash, all smash fullback. The extra point is up, and it's good. Aggies take a 4-point lead here in the first quarter in the national championship game. You are watching What Else? Football Rivals. Like, subscribe, follow, share, comment, all that stuff. Do it. This is what we do it for, is for rivalries like this, and we have a rivalry in the Natty. Awesome. Now the Red Raiders are coming back out. Roland Williams gonna try to put the pressure on this Aggies defense. Hands it off, and he gets out to the edge, but he gets swallowed up. Drew Campbell not getting the room he wants on the perimeter, getting dragged down to the turf. Such an incredible season. Got so much more to come. But tonight, it's all about the Texas rivalry, and Roland Williams is keeping it on the option, just short of the first down. He was trying to truck him. The receiver couldn't hold the block long enough. Man, if he'd held it just another second, he would have had the angle, but he might not have had the speed either way. But instead of getting the first down, they're now looking at a 3rd and 1. Shotgun, another keeper. This time he keeps it anyways, and he picks up 12. Up the gut. Roland Williams showing why the Red Raiders are not to be trifled with. They are number 2 for a reason. I'm still just stunned that we got a number 1, number 2 rivalry from the Texas Lone Star State, and Drew Campbell feeling like he's a lone star on the Red Raiders running attack outside of Roland Williams, because he is not having much luck so far, but they are at the 50, 2nd and 7 for the Red Raiders. Hands it off again to Campbell, up the gut, gain of 3. He's getting those tough, hard yards, but only 2.3 average. Not good enough. Gotta find the space, gotta find some room, and find daylight. Roland Williams, 3rd and 3, shotgun. Back goes out on a route. He gets the ball off, and oh, it's intercepted! It's intercepted. Is he gonna take her to the house? It's going, it's going, it's going, and it is gone. Hamilton steals the spotlight. A 50-plus yard pick six for a touchdown. And the Aggies are going up by 11. Incredible. Incredible. What a play for the Aggies. What a play for Todd Hamilton. Looks like it's going to be a 54-yard interception return for the touchdown. Roland Williams has to shake that off. Wow. Wow. Now, everything just changed. The momentum just changed here at the Superdome. The Red Raiders taking the field, trying to shake off that interception. They hand it off, and ooh, Drew Campbell losing 3 yards there. Red Raiders needed some help on the offensive line, and they are not getting much right now. Can Roland Williams engineer something? So far, it's been mostly with his legs. Only one completion and a pick six. Oh, he throws deep, and this time he's got a man. Chris Booker for 25 yards. Book it for Booker. Fighting off the press coverage at the line, making the catch, and still giving a cold shoulder to my man on defense. 1st and 10, about the 48-yard line. Shotgun for Williams, sends a man in motion. Wrapping back, now wrapping all the way around, and he throws it to him, and he's got the space, he's shaking off the tackler, and he's got the first down. Big play for Tavarius Lane, who they are loving sending in motion tonight. He's got receptions out of the backfield. He's got runs out of the backfield. Lane is definitely part of the plan. Roland Williams keeps it, but not sure where to go, and gets brought down behind the line for a loss of 3. It's going to be 2nd and long here as we look to close out the first quarter. They may just let it run down. Seems like what they're going to do. No real urgency to get the snap off. They're going to flip sides of the field real quick, which is more or less just turning around. But so far, what a start to the game tonight, with a fullback touchdown and a pick 6 for a safety. Huge way to start the game for the Aggies, who've already got 2 touchdowns in the first quarter. Well, the Red Raiders, 2nd and 13, handed off to Campbell, who's got a little bit of light, but not enough. 4 yards, still leaving them with a 3rd and 10. Ouch. Hope you're putting those 2s up in the chat for the second quarter here, as Roland Williams is looking at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun, the back goes out to the field, and oh no! Oh, Roland Williams throwing his 2nd interception to Tony Golden. The safeties are eating. I don't know what they're eating. I'm sure it's prescribed by a doctor, but they are eating. And the Aggies now have the control, have the momentum. McNamara hands it off to Hobbs, who finds some room out to the edge for a gain of 7. Huge play to start off this drive where they really want to start to put the pressure on. And what better way to do that than with grit, with ground. And he fights his way forward, and Johnny Hobbs, the workhorse, getting the first down. He has been so instrumental to their success this season. And McNamara has said he relies on him to really help lead the offense. Oh, McNamara throwing it, almost broken up. Hobbs getting brought down. Would have been better to just drop it and leave it incomplete, but it's not the kind of player Johnny Hobbs is. Making the catch, thinking he's going to make something of it, but the defender was already there, closing in. Now we got a 2nd and 12 for the Aggies.
Man left. 3 down. Mike 50. Set.
It's a shotgun, 2nd and 12 for McNamara. Hands off to Hobbs, and oh! He gets put in a cyclone by Jason Harvey. Johnny Hobbs better check that he's still got all his gear. Something might have blown away in the wind tunnel. Now we got a 3rd and long, 15, empty set for McNamara, who's going to throw it, but he's got pressure in his face, and that is going to do it. Sack. The Red Raiders, Lance Jefferson gets him off the field with a big-time sack on 3rd down, making it 4th and 27. Obviously, this is where the Aggies are going to go for the fake punt. It's the analytics would say. They're going to get the punt off. Well, we will find out. He snaps it, plenty of room to get it off, and it's a deep, booming punt. Back to about the 25, and the return man's got some space and gets it out to the 40. Shelton Jacobs making the most of his punt return here in the national championship game. Red Raiders got to show him what's up. Roland Williams in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff, and he's got room, and he is running, up the gut, but he gets laid out on the run. Williams already almost 60 yards on the day on the ground. Better on the ground than through the air, which has sort of been the tale for the Red Raiders this season. They've hung in there, and they've managed to even at times blow some teams out. But Williams has been reliant on those legs as much as, or more at times, than his arm. First chance here he gets, he throws it deep, and oh no! Almost intercepted again. Williams really struggling throwing the ball tonight, but he is showing that he still has the confidence to sling it. 3rd and 1, shotgun set. See what he does here. Is he going to hand it off? He is. Hands it off to Campbell, who finds some room, and that might be his longest run of the day. Drew Campbell for 13 yards. Up in his average just a little bit on that one. And we got a shotgun for Roland Williams here. Ooh, runs into the back a little bit, but he lets go, and he finds a man who's complete for the first down, and who else? Tavarius Lane. With a sharp cut on the out route. And it's easy to see why he was wide open on that one. Great separation for Tavarius Lane. And a lot of coaches will tell you, especially around draft time, if they're trying to decide between receivers, the guys who can separate are going to beat out the guys with other intangible skills. Roland Williams shaking and baking, and finally gets brought down after a 12-yard carry. Williams almost 70 yards on the ground. Williams shotgun set, really hoping they can pay off something here. He's looking, he's got time, but no, he's brought down for a 7-yard loss. Will Lane. Will Lane, no relation to Tavarius that I know of. Maybe they are related. Maybe they're brothers and best friends. Could you imagine if they were brothers and best friends and I didn't know that? I don't think they're related. Anyways, it's here in the national championship game. 4 minutes and 14 seconds left to go. 2nd and 17 for the Red Raiders. Really hoping they can get a touchdown here. Shotgun set. The back stays in to block. Williams shaking off 2 tacklers and being brought down by a gaggle of Aggies. A Gaggie brings down Roland Williams after a few yards. It is 3rd and 12. Shotgun set. They're well into field goal range. They're here in the red zone, but to get a first down, they basically have to get to the goal line. Williams trying to find room, throws it, but it is incomplete, a little low. And that is not gonna do it. They're gonna have to go for the field goal again. Red Raiders get the kickoff, and it's good. They're staying in it. It's not over. It's a one score game now. All they got to do is get a touchdown and 2-point conversion, and they are right back into this thing. Kicking off, and it's going to be a touchback for the Aggies. McNamara knows he can really start to milk the clock now. In a pro set, hands it, fakes it to the fullback, pitches it out to Hobbs, who tries to fight off the first man, but the Red Raiders, they are keyed in on Hobbs today. Lance Jefferson getting his 2nd tackle for loss on the day. They know Hobbs is a #1 option for this offense on the ground. And they are going to look for him every snap. And here it is. He gets the ball again, but he makes some magic happen, dancing in the hole and picking up a big 10 yards on 2nd down, leaving him with a much more manageable 3rd and 4. 1 for 2 on 3rd down so far. McNamara in the shotgun, trips left. Hobbs goes out on a screen, and he gets it in the flat, and that is a first down and more. Out to 40, 45-yard line for Johnny Hobbs with 3 catches on the day now. McNamara 6 of 7, but not many yards. 48 yards, shotgun set for the freshman. Fakes the handoff to Hobbs, gets it dumped over the middle, and he fights forward. Mike the Head Hunter with his 2nd catch of the day, and he gets a first down. All right, looking at a shotgun set again for McNamara. He's got time, but he's not going to use all of it. Throws a shotgun, but it is incomplete. Throwing over the middle there. So we're looking at a 2nd and 10 with about 2:18 left in the first half. Under center, hands it off to Hobbs, who shakes it out wide, fights off a man. But the Raider Army brings him down. 3rd and 5 for the Aggies. McNamara clearly trying to milk the clock, you'd imagine at this point. Shotgun with 2 backs. Looks like Hobbs going in motion. He's not using all the clock. 3rd down, he got it. Is that a catch? It is a catch for 4 to Hobbs, but not enough. The Raiders holding fast. But instead of punting it, the Aggies are going to try to show their command here. 4th and 1, shotgun set. Hobbs is back there. McNamara trying to run the clock down. You think they're going to fake snap, or do you think they're really going to go for it? He's making an adjustment. 10 seconds on the play clock. It's not doing much. McNamara fakes the snap once. See, he does snap it. He's going to throw it, and it's over the middle, and it is complete to John Gimme Moore. Over the middle, tough yards. Big 1st down conversion. They're basically going to be able to run out the clock on the first half here. McNamara knows they're within range to get a field goal, but he wants more. So he's throwing deep, and he throws it real deep, and oh, it's almost intercepted by Sean Smith. McNamara could not get enough air under it, and it falls short of the receiver at the goal line, and instead, Smith's able to bat it away. 2nd and 10, sending a man in motion. From the shotgun, he throws it to the flats, and Ryan Johnson with a pickup of 4 off McNamara. We are looking at 3rd and 6 down here, just short of the 30-yard line. Shotgun set for McNamara. Got 47 seconds on the clock. He's got time, but no pressure in his face, and McNamara is brought down by Donnie Johnson. And big Donnie Johnson wraps McNamara up for the sack, forcing a 4th and 13 at the edge of field goal range. And in fact, it's so far to the edge that the Aggies are gonna punt. Gonna punt it on 4th and 13 instead of trying a field goal, walk-off field goal attempt. Man, must not have confidence in the leg of the kicker. Pity. Clock is winding down. They're going to use all of it, I'd imagine. He punts it from about the 50, and let's see what he's got through the back of the end zone, and that is going to do it for halftime here at the Superdome. It's been a defensive battle so far between these interstate rivals, and while the score is not tied, it could be much, much worse. 14-6, Aggies are on top here. And it is the Nissan innovation that excites. What excites you? What excites me is being here, calling the Natty, and watching Johnny Hobbs and the Aggies run some fullback touchdowns and getting a safety pick 6 for over 50 yards. That is what excites me. And so far, the score is not quite showing the amount of excitement that we've had. The second half is gonna be a barn burner, and it's also gonna be a true test of championship mettle. Do the Aggies have what they've had in them all season to win maybe a little ugly at times? But if you win, that's all that matters. It's the ultimate team sport. That's why you can have a redshirt freshman lead you to a #1 ranked season and be up at halftime in the national championship game, because it's not all about the redshirt freshman quarterback who's about to get the ball. It's about the team that the Aggies have put together, and now they are going to return it out past the 20 to the 25, 26-yard line. And this college football playoff national championship has got us in really good hands right now. We have got ourselves a game going on. McNamara in the shotgun, Hands it off to Hobbs, who's going up the gut and submarines for 5 yards. Down periscope for Johnny Hobbs. McNamara under center, 2nd and 5. Fakes the handoff. He's got plenty of time, and he almost has an interception, but he can't hold on. That would have been huge for the Red Raiders. Instead, it's still the Aggies' ball. 3rd and 5 in the shotgun, 2 backs. One stays in, one goes out for a screen. He's got time, he finds the screen man, but Eric Stevens only able to gain 2, and the Red Raiders are able to get off the field. Absolutely critical, and they did it. Now they're gonna get the ball back. Roland Williams is gonna get the ball here. The punt is off. And the return man bringing it out past the 20 to the 25, and that's about where he's gonna stay. Shelton Jacobs on the return. You can see the game summary, about even on the number of plays, and the Raiders have been moving the ball better. But the Aggies have the lead. Interesting. Roland Williams in the pistol set, hands it off, and he's not able to find any room. Drew Campbell only getting 1 yard. You know, both teams are really, really hungry. Not just for victory, not just for the national championship, but for bragging rights, because that's what it's all about. Roland Williams finds a man. Paul Burton gets his clock clean, but he holds on to the ball. Great catch. Leaking out over the middle to the right hash. And Chris Williams bringing him down. Now, like I said, both teams hungry, but again, it's not just for the natty, it's for the bragging rights. The bragging rights in a rivalry, because it's football rivals. 3rd and 1, Roland Williams finds a man over the middle. Chris Booker picking up 7. Like I said, the Red Raiders have been able to move the ball, but they haven't been able to get into the end zone. That is what's really eluded them in the first half. So we got to see, can Roland Williams not turn it over and get them into the promised land? He holds on to the ball there, and he is going to have a first down after trucking the defender. Roland Williams, 80 yards on the ground today. Huge run for a first down, and they're into enemy territory, behind enemy lines. Shotgun set, fakes the handoff. He's got time, he throws it. Chris Williams with a big pass deflection. Williams is just not having the kind of game he wants as far as the touch on his passes, but he is having a good game on the ground. Maybe you got to lean into that a little more. This time he does hand it off, and Campbell picking up 6. So it's going to be 3rd and 4 with about 5.5 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter of the national championship game. Roland Williams is in the shotgun, motioning his back out to the boundary. He's got him in the flat open. He hits him. Can he turn it upfield? He can't. Drew Campbell not able to be fleet of foot. And instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and 2. Not in field goal range, but in enemy territory. They hand it off. Oh no, Adam Johnson gets stopped. And it is a turnover on downs by the Aggies defense, who has come to play tonight. The Aggies defense has stood tall. They have denied the Red Raiders scoring opportunities, and they are continuing to preserve this lead. Pro set for McNamara, fakes the handoff, throws it, and he's got room, and Nick Harris is down, but he is getting back up. Hobbs checking to make sure that he's alive. Thought it was just going to be a skid mark on the field there, but it looks like he survived. 1st and 10 for McNamara. Again, faking the handoff. That play action is working. and goes right back to Harris, who's showing his grit, showing his toughness. This kid wants to play football against his rivals. How many times can I say football rivals? McNamara goes back, no play action this time, but he does dump it off to Hobbs, who's fighting for the first down, but he is just short. 3rd and inches for Johnny Hobbs, getting his 5th reception on the day. Shotgun set for McNamara. Hands it off to Hobbs, who fights for that last inch. It's a game of inches, and Hobbs got what he needed. He got all 8 of them. 1st and 10 here. Shotgun set. Extra blocker staying in, and he hits Nick Harris again over the middle. It's his 4th catch of the day. McNamara playing a clean game, efficient. Let's see, are they going to run it here? 2nd and 3. Nope, not even a play action. McNamara, though, he does dump it out in the flat to the fullback, and it's Ryan Hollis with his 2nd touch of the day. This one a first down, the last one a touchdown. Sean Crowell on the tackle. McNamara single back under center. Hobbs staying in the block. McNamara hits his man over the middle, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10 for the Aggies, who are just outside of the red zone. They're knocking on the door, and they're going empty, getting aggressive near the red zone. McNamara, 2nd and 10, empty, finds a man over the middle. It's Perry Parker with a gain of 7 with 3rd and 3 left. Let's see, can the Aggies seal the deal with another touchdown here? The way they're playing, you'd almost think that would do it. But never say never for the Red Raiders, but the Aggies find the first down and almost get the touchdown to who else? Nick Harris. A big pickup that time, getting some love, as he should. Stick him up for Mr. Glue Hands. Harris going over the middle and then fighting through traffic, almost getting the touchdown, but getting a real big first down in the process. McNamara under center. He's got the fullback. This time he hands it off to Hobbs, who's fighting for it, but man on man. Ends up losing to Sean Crowell, who brings him down behind the line of scrimmage. You can see him fighting for it in a battle of wills. Crowell got the better of Hobbs. Doesn't happen often to Johnny Hobbs, but just now it did. 2nd and goal. Are they going to give him a redemption shot? Hobbs fighting for it, but brought down for no gain. This time by John Sherman. The Red Raiders, they are keyed up on Johnny Hobbs. 3rd and goal. Do they fake it to Hobbs, or do they give it to him one more time? Sort of an indirect offset. Hobbs stays in the block. McNamara looking, he's shaking off the sack, but ultimately gets brought down. Looking to throw the touchdown, John Sherman with some back-to-back plays here at the goal line. The Red Raiders standing tall, forcing a 4th down against their rivals. McNamara almost lost the ball there, but he holds on only to get sacked. Let's see, the Aggies are going to play it safe and pile on some points to that lead, but not as many as they could have if they'd scored a touchdown here. Getting the 3, it is 17-6. Putting it back to a 2-score game. 1:24 left here in the 3rd quarter for the College Series National Championship. And it's gonna be a touchback. So what can the Red Raiders do? It's simple. Score a touchdown, doofus. Roland Williams, He has got to come alive here. 1st and 10, shotgun, hands it off to Campbell, who stutters and then ultimately gets brought down. Drew Campbell having a game to forget. 12 carries, 37 yards. And now it looks like he's down. Is he hurt? Oh no. Campbell really not having the type of game he wanted here. Was that Campbell that's down? We'll have to confirm. This time they're handing it off again. He's stumbling forward. That's Johnson, Adam Johnson that time. It does look like Campbell is down. Johnson a little bit bigger, a little bit more north-south of a running back. Let's see what happens. 3rd and 3, Roland Williams, shotgun set, fakes the handoff. He's got plenty of room. He cuts it up inside and gets a gain of 7 and the 1st down on 3rd. Closing in on 100 yards on the ground for Roland Williams, but they have got to get a touchdown. Shotgun, 1st and 10, 25 seconds left, fakes the handoff, he throws it left, and he's got Tavarius Lane, the long-lost not brother, at the boundary with the toe drag swag. 2nd and 5, send the man in motion. It's a handoff to Adam Johnson, who's fighting forward and gets the 1st down. No, it's Drew Campbell. Campbell's back in. After getting hurt earlier, he is back in. Nobody wants to leave this game because of injury. It means too much. There's too close of a score right now. See if the Raiders can get the snap off. I don't know if they will. No, they do not. Can we get some 4s in the chat here at the end of the 3rd quarter? 17-6. The Aggies are up on the Red Raiders. Can you believe it? It's been a battle, a lot of good defense, a lot of good attempts on offense, but not enough touchdowns on either side. Roland Williams, 1st and 10 out of the shotgun. He finds a man over the middle. It's Dorian Ford for a gain of 5. They have got to find a way. They have got to find the will to put it in the end zone on this drive. Time is running out. It's the Natty. You got to take some risks. He hands the ball off to Campbell, who fights forward for 6 yards. Important run here for Drew Campbell. Fighting through that injury from earlier to stay on the field. He's playing maybe better now that he's injured and inspired than he was earlier. Sending the fullback in motion, fakes the handoff. He's got a blocker, but he does not have the 1st down. He does have 7. Roland Williams, 12 carries, 94 yards. He is closing in on 100 on the ground. Here in the national championship game, Roland Williams is ready to have 100 on the air and 100 on the ground. Handoff, 2nd and 3, up the gut to Campbell, and Campbell gets a gain of 5. That is a 1st down. Big time. But they are out of time, so they have got to make some moves here. Shotgun set, about 6:45 left. 1st and 10 for the Red Raiders, who hand it off to Adam Johnson. He's got a little bit of light, but it closes quick. The garage door was shut before he could make an escape. Adam Johnson only getting 3 on the carry. This has been maybe one of the better drives for the Red Raiders on the day, but they have sputtered out when they've gotten down near the red zone here. Williams has a man, 1st down into about the 12-yard line to Paul Burton. They are firmly in the red zone now, and they have got to convert. Roland Williams does not have 100 in the air. I was wrong. He's working towards 100 in the air. But it's 1st down. Sending the tight end in motion. Handoff up the gut to Campbell, but he is stopped after a gain of 3. The Red Raiders have under 6 minutes left, and they have got to score twice. 2nd and 7, shotgun for Roland Williams. Let's see what he does with it. Making an adjustment. He's got time. He's trying to shake it off. He spins forward. Came down a little awkward after 3-yard carry. It is now 3rd and 4 for the Red Raiders. You know they do not want a field goal here. They want a touchdown. Roland Williams, he's looking to break free, but he can't do it. He's sacked for a loss of 7 by Will, not Tavarius Lane's brother. And that is his 2nd sack of the day. Big stop, essentially killing the chance for the Red Raiders to score a touchdown. They're clearly going to go for a field goal here. Would be very unwise to go for a touchdown here. He is 2 for 2 on the day. Let's make it 3 for 3. Boom. It's up and it is good. Making it, again, a closer game. But the Aggies are about to get the ball back with just under 5 minutes here in the national championship game. And this time the Aggies gonna return it. Got it up past the 20, down to about the 25 from Ed Larson. The Aggies are looking to run the clock here in the 4th quarter to come away with the win and the title and the bragging rights in the rivalry. Hands it off to Hobbs, who actually loses a yard. Jason Harvey with a little celebration there, but hey, you got a couple more stops before you can be celebrating, bud. You're still down. Look at the scoreboard. 2nd and 11 under center for McNamara, who's not using maybe as much of the clock as you'd want him to. He finds a man over near the right hash. It's John Gimme Moore for his 3rd catch of the day. McNamara's now got a 3rd and 6 with 4:04 left in the 4th quarter. How's that for a good omen for the Aggies here? Takes a snap, hands it off to Hobbs, who's got room but cannot get to the 1st down. That is something worth celebrating for these Red Raiders. Getting a stop. Sean Kroll forcing the punt. Oh, what? I don't know if you just saw that injury update, but it looks like we do not have Roland Williams suiting up on the sideline. Instead, it's Doug Stanley, the backup senior quarterback, is going to be going into the end of the game here in a pivotal moment. With 3:28 left in the game in the national championship, the Red Raiders have to use a backup quarterback because their starter, Roland Williams, is injured and apparently out for the rest of the game. This is in an insane way for this game to wrap up. Now we have to see what's Doug Stanley made of. Does anyone know? Is he a scrambler? He boots left and throws it away. 3rd and 6. You better hope that senior Doug Stanley has got something, because the Red Raider Nation is pinning their hopes on this senior backup quarterback who throws it and gets the 1st down to Paul Burton. Big play for Doug Stanley, the mystery man, making an appearance here in the national championship game. Roland Williams watching in a baseball cap on the sidelines as Doug Stanley is going to try to engineer a game-clinching or tying drive. He's listening to the call through the headset. He has not seen the field much this year, but so far he's 3 for 4. 2nd and 3 for Doug Stanley and the Red Raiders. And he hands it off to Campbell, who tries to find room to the left side, but is brought down by Antonio Spencer behind the line. It's a 1-yard loss for Drew Campbell. 3rd and 4 for Doug Stanley. In the shotgun, 2:12. The clock is ticking. Stanley's got it. Oh, and no, he gets sacked for a loss of 6 by Kevin Mackey. The Aggies defense and pass rush is working a rotational set of waves. They just keep coming, and it's a different guy getting home every time. The Aggies forcing it to 4th and 11, and surprisingly, the Red Raiders are going to punt, and they're using a little bit of clock. The punt is off. Very questionable decision. The return gets him out to about the 34-yard line. Incredible. And what else could you call it? Lockdown defense by both teams. 3 sacks apiece. The big difference maker is the 2 interceptions. And right now, the literal difference maker is that pick 6 by the safety. Handoff McNamara to Hobbs, fighting forward, gets about 6 yards. If they get the first down here, it's almost guaranteed to be over. The Red Raiders using a timeout. A&M taking all the time they need. Handoff again to Hobbs, who's brought down in the backfield. Another timeout for the Red Raiders. They could be setting themselves up for a chance here. Wow. Shotgun set for McNamara. Gotta imagine it's another handoff. No, he's gonna throw it. He gets the ball off, and it's no good. It's incomplete. The Red Raiders not only are gonna get the ball back, they're gonna have a timeout. This is huge for the Red Raiders, and especially for Doug Stanley. Incredible. Almost got the block there, but instead it's gonna be returned out past the 20. Ooh! Trucks through him. Shelton Jacobs fighting for every yard, giving Doug Stanley and company the ball at about the 27-yard line. Stanley in the shotgun, 1:20 left. Throws it deep, and it's good. It's complete over the middle. To who else? To Various. Don't get me confused with my non-brother Lane. Doug Stanley with a deep wobbler, but it doesn't matter. It gets there, and this is championship football. Rivals. Awesome. Now it's the pressure cooker, the Red Raiders. 1:10 left. Shotgun for senior backup Doug Stanley. He floats one. Oh, and it's complete to Dorian Ford, but now they've got to really hustle. There is no room for field goals. They have 1 timeout. There is only time for touchdowns. Don't tell me they're going to spike it. Oh, they spike it. Doug Stanley spikes it here. 3rd and 4. I would have run a play. You should have had multiple plays already called for this drive, knowing that you were going to have to be efficient with the clock. But that's a backup quarterback, and he hands it off. What are they doing? Using the timeout. I'd hope they're not yet. 38. Oh, man, now they're going to hurry up. This is crazy. This is crazy. Shotgun for Doug Stanley. Don't let it end like this. And, oh, man. That is a painful way to end that drive. They didn't even take their timeout. What happened? McNamara's gonna kneel it. Now the Red Raiders take a useless timeout. 1 more, and that is the ball game. Wow. Stand up and clap, Texas faithful, especially if you're an Aggie. Unbelievable game. Unbelievable ending. The final score 17-9, with A&M winning the national championship. Incredible. Incredible. Thank you so much for joining us. That is the game From Football Rivals College Series, the Aggies emerge as not only the winner of the Natty, but the winner of the rivalry. In this hard-fought battle, the Aggies prove it's a team game. Thank you so much again for joining us. I am Skip Lloyd, reminding you to like, follow, subscribe, comment, share, annoy, talk trash here at Football Rivals. Congratulations to the Texas A&M Aggies on a fantastic first season here at Football Rivals.